You might argue that no one is having a better start to 2025 than Ladysmith's own Pamela Anderson. Her new film, The Last Showgirl, is being lauded by critics and audiences alike and generating serious awards buzz. Directed by Coppola, the film centers on a Las Vegas showgirl faced with an uncertain future after learning her long-running show is set to close. Take a look.
I mean, Las Vegas used to treat us like movie stars. These costumes, sets. We were ambassadors for style and grace. The Las Vegas showgirl.
And Pamela joins us now. Congratulations on the film. I had a chance to watch it last night, and the production and your performance just transports audiences into that world of Las Vegas. When you read that script, what was the most compelling thing about that character?
Well, there's parallels, obviously, in our lives, but I just felt so drawn to her that I had so much empathy for the character, the mother-daughter story, and just the love of nostalgia and Las Vegas. She was just an amazing character to inhabit. It was really wonderful and fun to play with all her flaws, but still an endearing, vulnerable person.
And this was shot in 18 days, shot on film. Take me into your mindset walking onto that set in a production like that compared to other productions you've been a part of.
Oh boy, well, I just think I've just started. I mean, I've never done anything like this. So this was, diving in head first. I thought this was an opportunity to really apply what I know and what I've learned in my lifetime in this business. And so I knew it was going to be a short shoot, and so I came prepared like I would a play, and I just came off Broadway playing Roxy in Chicago, and so I really had a sense of that backstage banter and people in that world, and so I was just ready to go. I thought, this might be the only movie I ever get to do in my life, so I want to throw everything I have into it and see what I'm made of. So I really applied myself, I guess, and I'm really happy that it's resonating and people like it and they're feeling what I'm feeling, what I was feeling.
And one of the most interesting parts of this movie for me was the relationships with other women. So you mentioned the mother-daughter relationship, the relationships with the other showgirls backstage. Did you draw from your own life in creating those connections?
Well, you have to really draw from your own life in any role that you take on. But yes, I loved the sisterhood on set and the sisterhood and female relationships and how important they are, friendships. And Jamie Lee Curtis just threw her arms around me and said, I did this movie for you, to support you. And I just thought, wow, she's an incredible woman, a champion of women. And then I did the same for the younger girls. I just put my arms around them, and I think that we all made each other better, which was really nice.
And also a strong female presence behind the camera. Mm-hmm. So how did that change the dynamic on set and your approach to the film?
I mean, Coppola is an amazing director, a great actor's director, and she just has this real sense of calm. She's very soft-spoken, but she knows exactly what she wants. You really trust when she's got what she needs. And Autumn Doral, too, was the cinematographer. A lot of women were on set, holding the booms, and there was it was really female-driven, but I don't think that was what she intended. It just what happened. And so it was really nice. And then we have Dave. I always say all the showgirls, and Dave Bautista. He just played that role so sensitively and beautifully and heartfelt, and we all really threw ourselves into it. And so like I said, I'm really glad that it's opening today in Canada. I'm really excited to be here. I saw the film for the first time at the Toronto Film Festival with the whole cast and with an audience, and that was terrifying, but I was happy that people liked it. And so to be here in Vancouver, because I'm a West Coast girl, I wanted to support the film here on this end.
And we love that you haven't forgotten your BC gal roots.
No.
In a recent interview, you mentioned that you admired David Lynch, and we sadly saw the news of his passing yesterday. Yeah. So I wanted to ask you, what was it about his body of work that really connected with you?
Oh, I love David Lynch. I mean, I also loved his process too, the meditation, but also his photography. I remember seeing some Louboutin ads a long time ago. This was a little bit of a blur. He just has a beautiful eye, such a visionary, and I really loved his work, and I love that he was fearless and had this singular vision, and it was all about dreams, and I don't know, I really loved him. I thought he was an incredible filmmaker, and he'll be a great loss to the community.
And there were elements of this film, like the kind of dreamlike sequences, and the emotion was so real and so raw, but there were moments that felt kind of dreamlike, and that kind of reminded me of his work.
Oh, that's a good compliment. Thank you.
I wondered
That's
if you thought of that going into that role, or
I don't,
playing
well,
those sequences.
I mean, that would be Gia's department, but also the music, I think, was really beautiful in this film. Andrew Wyatt is a total genius, and the haunting kind of things, the music just kind of bends, and it's a little bit haunting, and it really, obviously, music is very important to a performance and to a film, and then to have Miley Cyrus sing the last song was a treat. I didn't know she was going to do it until, that was a surprise for me, and I just love her, and I've known her for a while, and I've always supported her. She actually came to my, to Roxy when I played Roxy in Chicago on Broadway. Her and her mom were there. So it's nice, full circle, how you meet these people, and we just keep on connecting.
And this movie's getting a lot of awards buzz. What is it like putting work out of this caliber and having people react to it like this?
Well, I always say, being a part of pop culture is a blessing, but it also you kind of start at a deficit because you are trying to convince people that you're human, and then that you can be an actress and transform into these other characters. So it was a real challenge. I had to be very focused, and it took a lot of work and dedication to do this role that I did, to prove to myself that I could do this. And so to have, a SAG nomination, which is your peers voting for you and other actors, it was really exciting to me because there is a lot of work that goes into a performance, and I was just really grateful and really shocked, and it all feels very surreal, but it just proves that anybody can do anything. I don't come from a movie family or a artistic kind of background in my family at all. This is just a life that I've created for myself, so I appreciate the support. I appreciate people going to the film, and you can really make it up as you go along. That's what I've done. I took an unorthodox route, I guess, to get here, but to be in these rooms with Nicole Kidman and Demi Moore and Tilda Swinton is just, it's scary and it's exciting, and I have to always remind myself that I do belong in those rooms, but it's been a process. It's been a practice to have the confidence to walk up to people like that and shake their hand and be there, because I don't know, I think you have to believe in yourself before others do, and that's been a journey and a experiment for me too. I came back to Canada to peel it all back, get back into my garden, and remember who I was and what I love to do and what I want to look like and what all these things, and then the script came. But I had to kind of get to a point where I was ready for it, and so I'm so ready for it, and I'm so ready to do more. This is the most exciting time in my life.
And such an exciting time for us to connect with you, and you have a very exciting few months coming up. So we really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us
Thank you
today.
for having me, and thank you for being so supportive. And I think I'm just really excited that it's out today, here.
Thank you for being with us.
In my hometown.
BC Gals.
BC Gal, that's right. Thank you.
Thank you.